Good afternoon, children. Yesterday we learned about the oceans and continents. So what can we see on the globe? We can see on the globe oceans, continents, and cities, and some of the countries I told you. So now yesterday I told that 5 oceans and 7 continents. So these continents we are all marked on the world map. So we point out the continents and the oceans on the world map. First continent is Asia. Asia is the biggest continent, and also it is occupies 1/4 on the earth surface on the globe. So where it is? Here is Asia. It is Asia. So second largest continent is Africa, that is here. So this Africa is extended from equator, Tropic of Cancer, and Tropic of Capricorn. Equator, Tropic of Cancer, and Tropic of Capricorn. The 3 latitudes are going to this. So this we are going to mark the latitudes on the globe. Next third is North America. Europe we mark first. Europe. What is the specialty of the Europe? Europe is the continent which is not having any desert. Okay, no desert is there in the Europe. And then next one is North America. North America. Next one is South America. Okay, South America. Next one is Australia. It is island continent and also located in the southern hemisphere. So Australia is the continent which completely located in the southern hemisphere. That also are going to explain what is southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere. Australia, around the Australia there is a ocean. So that's why the Australia is surrounded on all sides by water. That's why it is called as an island continent. Australia is an island continent, and also it is the smallest continent. And the last one is Antarctica. Antarctica. Okay, again I am going to say on the world map we are going to locate the 7 continents. First one, the biggest continent is Asia, which occupies 1/4 of the land surface. Okay. Next one is Africa, second largest continent. Okay. From Africa, to Africa, at that equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. All these 3 latitudes pass through it. It is the second largest continent. And next one is Europe. The specialty of Europe is there is no desert. No desert. Okay, next one is North America and South America. And then these are there in the western hemisphere. Next one is Australia is the smallest continent, and also it is called as an island continent. Antarctica. Antarctica is completely covered with ice. Okay, the ice is covered. So some kilometers of the land surface, it is covered with the ice. So it is called as icy continent, also ice shield. It is covered with the ice shield. Okay, the continent which is covered with ice completely is Antarctica. Like that, every continent is special. Next one is oceans. I told you 4 oceans, and another ocean is called another part of the oceans also called as Antarctica Ocean, that I am going to explain. First one is Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Everyone gets Pacific. 2 Pacific Oceans are not there. If you observe the earth is the shape of the globe, you can see here Pacific Ocean. So Pacific Ocean, if you want to make it into a flat surface, then what is happening? They cut here. So and made as a flat surface. That's why this side Pacific Ocean, that parallel. Total 1 ocean only 1 ocean, but 2 places. Why? Because while we are making the globe into a flat surface like a chart, that was cut. Okay, that was separated. Okay, that's why Pacific Ocean is only one ocean. What is the specialty of Pacific Ocean? It is the largest ocean and deepest ocean. Next one is Atlantic Ocean. Second one is Atlantic Ocean. So what is the specialty of the Atlantic Ocean? It is the second largest ocean and it separates Europe, Africa from North America and South America. So it is located between the North America and South America and Europe and Africa. Okay, again I am telling. Okay, Atlantic Ocean is the ocean which separates Europe, Africa from North America and South America. Next one is Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is third largest ocean. Okay, so next one is Arctic Ocean. It is north of the globe, north of the world map. So again, it is the smallest ocean. Again I am telling Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean. So Pacific Ocean is the biggest and deepest ocean and Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean which separates Europe, Africa from North America and South America. Next one is Indian Ocean, third largest ocean and the smallest ocean is Arctic Ocean. Then one more ocean is also there around Antarctica, Antarctic Ocean. Antarctic Ocean is the ocean which surrounds the Antarctica. That is why it is called as Antarctic Ocean. So this is north part, this is south part. So south part of the Atlantic Ocean, south part of the Pacific Ocean and south part of the Indian Ocean called named as a separate ocean that is called Southern Ocean. Okay, that is another name is Southern Ocean. Okay, Southern Ocean is located in the south part of the map and also it is not only the southern part but also the south part of Indian Ocean, south part of Atlantic Ocean, south part of Pacific Ocean together form as a Southern Ocean. That's why it is called as Southern Ocean. And it is around the Antarctica, that's why it is called as Antarctic Ocean. So again I am going to say the Arctic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean. Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean which separates Europe, Africa from North America and South America. Next one is Indian Ocean and the Arctic Ocean is in the northern pole, near the northern pole. It is completely covered with ice throughout the year. Next one is south part of Atlantic Ocean, south part of Pacific Ocean, south part of Indian Ocean formed as a Southern Ocean and also it is located in the southern part. That's why it is called as Southern Ocean and it is around the Antarctica. That's why it is called as Antarctic Ocean. So total 7 continents and 5 oceans are there. Antarctica is the continent which is completely covered with ice. Arctic Ocean is the ocean which covered completely with, which is completely frozen throughout the year, completely ice, okay, throughout the year. So like that, these are the oceans which we learned in the previous lessons. Now we are going to learn about the latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes, first one. Latitudes are the, see if you observe the globe, some lines we are finding. You can see some of the lines on the globe. This is the around the globe. Some lines are drawn horizontally. These are not really drawn. These are imaginary lines on the map and the globe for our convenience. Which direction it is? We have to go and how. Okay, we can know many things with the help of the latitudes and longitudes, right? And then see if you observe the center part of the globe. One line is going on. That is called equator. These are horizontal lines. These will be around the globe. Around the globe. So you can observe around the globe. This line will be. Okay, the middle part. This is the center one line is there. That is called equator, which separates globe or the earth into 2 equal halves. That's why it is called as equator. Why it is called as equator? Equally divided the globe into two parts. North part is called as northern hemisphere, south part is called as southern hemisphere. What is meant by hemisphere? Sphere means round like a ball. Hemisphere. 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 Hemi means half. Sphere means round like a ball. Round like a ball. Okay, so half sphere from equator to North Pole. Half sphere, half round ball. So that's why it is called hemisphere. Hemi means half, sphere means half round. So from equator to pole, it is called northern hemisphere. North half ball, north side half ball, half front line. And come to down from equator to south pole, it is half ball like. So the shape of this is half. So that this part is half. That's why it is called as half sphere, that is southern hemisphere from equator to the south pole. So like that, the equator is the largest latitude among all the latitudes which drawn horizontally on the globe. These are not really drawn, these are imaginary lines. So among all these, while you are coming to the up, the downs will be decreased, the size of. Near the North Pole, it's like a draw, like a just dot. Okay, from here to here, how many are there? 90 latitudes are there. From here to here, 90 latitudes are. Total how many are there? 180 latitudes are. 180 degrees latitudes are there. Excluding, not excluding. Excluding. Excluding means not counting or without counting. That excluding, not added. 90 degrees in northern hemisphere, not 90 degrees in the southern hemisphere. We have total 180 latitudes are there, excluding the equator, without counting the equator. Okay, so these are latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal lines. Horizontal lines. Latitudes are horizontal lines. Horizontally drawn on the globe from equator to the North Pole, equator to. These drawn from west to east. West means left side to right side. Left side to right side. West to east. Around the globe. That's why the shape of the latitudes are circles. So how can we can show you that. Here you see how we are right. And then you see another latitude. And like this at 1 degree interval. 1 degree interval. Like this. Around the globe. When it is coming there, it is just like a dot. So you see the shape of the latitude. What is that? Circle. Means latitudes are circle, which drawn from west to east around the globe. Latitudes are drawn. First one is 180 latitudes are there, excluding the equator. These are horizontal lines. And the second one is these are drawn from west to east. West to east. Okay? Around the globe. Around the globe. That's why what is the shape of these? The shape of the latitudes are circles. Latitudes are otherwise called as circles. Among them, what I told? Equator is the largest. The equator is the largest among all the latitudes. See, here you see, this is the equator, and like that they are drawn at 1 degree interval. Okay, latitudes and longitudes both are drawn at 1 degree. So I told you the shape of this. This is the, for example, 66.5 degrees north latitude. If you observe this, see, this is the equator. So I am taking the equator from the globe. See how it will be. Okay. See, this is the equator. This is the 66.5 degrees north latitude. See, all are same size. This is bigger than this. Okay, so that's why latitudes are not same in size. Latitudes are not in same size. Not in same size. So I told you about the latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal. These are latitudes are horizontal lines which drawn on the globe from west to east. Okay. These are drawn around the globe. That's why the shape of the latitudes are circles. Okay, latitudes are otherwise called as circles. They are drawn at 1 degree interval. Among all the latitudes, okay, equator is the largest and the largest among all the latitudes. And when we are going to northwards or southwards, the size of the latitudes are going on decreasing. I told you this is the equator, this is the 66.5 degrees north latitude. So the size is same size? No, like that. While we are going towards the north, the size of latitudes are going on decreasing. At the north pole, this becomes such a dot, small dot. So like that. So again I am saying, the latitudes are horizontal lines. Okay, they are drawn from west to east around the globe, and they are circles. The equator is the largest among all the latitudes, and latitudes are not in same size. And total 180 latitudes are there, excluding the equator, without counting the equator. Okay, at 1 degree, and equator also called as 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude. This is about the latitudes. This is about the latitudes. Again I am repeating the same thing. Okay, the lines which drawn on the globe, yeah, okay, around, see, horizontally, okay, is called as latitudes. Are called as, again I am telling, the latitudes are drawn around the globe. Okay. Horizontally are called latitudes. They are drawn at 1 degree interval, and these are drawn from west to east around the globe, and the shape of the equator, the latitudes are circles. Among the all latitudes, equator is the largest among all the latitudes, and it is also called 0 degree latitudes. The latitudes are not in same size. They are drawn around the globe. Okay, this is about the latitudes. If you come to the longitudes, next one is longitudes. We learn about the latitudes, and next one is longitude. Longitudes are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. They are all meet at North Pole and South Pole. All the longitudes join at what you call South Pole and North Pole. Okay, then they are drawn from North Pole to South Pole, and they are vertical lines. Longitudes are vertical lines. Okay, latitudes are horizontal lines, longitudes are vertical lines. How many longitudes are there? 360 longitudes are there, yeah, including 0 degree longitude. Okay, including. Now, before we told that excluding equator, 0 degree latitude. Now we are telling including including 0 degree longitude. Okay, longitude. Including 0 degree longitude. So, total how many are there? 360 longitudes are there. Okay, they all join at all the longitudes. Join at poles. Join at poles. Understand? They are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. They are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. Right? South Pole. North Pole to South Pole. Come on. So if you observe the longitude from North Pole to South Pole, if you take one of these, see what is the shape? This is semicircle. Semi means half. Circle means round. So semicircle means what is the shape of the longitudes? Semicircles. Longitudes are semicircles. Latitudes are circles and longitudes are semicircles. Semicircles. So again I am telling, longitudes are vertical lines. Total 360 longitudes are there, including 0 degree longitude. All the longitudes are joined at poles. They are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. They are the semicircles. Again I am telling. So longitudes are vertical lines. They are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. They join at the poles, and these are semicircles. Total 360 longitudes are there, and excluding, okay, including the 0 degree longitude. What is the specialty of, what is the other name for 0 degree longitude? You can observe here on the globe or on the world map. Here England is there. Where here? Europe, near the Europe, England is there. In England, Greenwich one place is there. This 0 degree longitude passes through the Greenwich, that is Greenwich area. So that's why it is called as Greenwich longitude. Greenwich longitude. Okay, this is passes through London and Greenwich. That's why it is called as Greenwich longitude. So total these latitudes and also longitudes are imaginary lines. Imaginary means just thinking only, not for helping to other purposes, but not really it is drawn on the earth. These are imaginary lines. Just guess and draw the lines. Okay. Here teacher, what is the use of this knowing? These are all the lines. What is that? And we can also observe one more thing. Here longitudes are there and latitudes are there. Longitudes are drawn around the globe. Latitudes are drawn across the latitudes. Then between you can observe the squares and rectangles like that shape. That is called as grid. The network of latitudes and longitudes is called as a grid. Grid means network of latitudes and longitudes which form as a net. Net, like see, if you observe the mosquito net or any net, the squares like that, small squares will be seen like that. Only here also we can observe the squares with the help of these lines. So both are imaginary lines. Really it was not drawn. So here one more thing here. So what are the important longitudes and latitudes? If you observe the globe and the horizontal lines, okay, among the horizontal lines, the 5 we can write the latitudes, important latitudes. Important latitudes, right? First one is 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude. What is the 0 degree latitude? We call it as a equator. Is the important among. And second one is 23.5 degrees north latitude. called as Tropic of Cancer is another important latitude. Here I am showing on the world map or on the globe. On the globe you see in the middle of the earth, we can observe the line. So it passes from here below the India. That is called equator. I am drawing on the map. This is equator. What it done? It divides the globe into two equal halves. From equator to the North Pole, what is that? Northern hemisphere. Equator to the South Pole, it is called as Southern hemisphere. So it passes down of India and middle of Africa, and it passes through what we call South America, and also passes some of the islands there. So next one is, second one I told, Tropic of Cancer. That is 23.5 degrees north latitude, which passes through the middle of India. Okay, so that is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer, which passes through the middle of India. That's why it is called, our India's climate, southern part of Indian climate is called tropical climate. Okay, and next one is 66.5 degrees north latitude. That is called Arctic Circle. 66.5 degrees, 66.5 degrees north latitude is North Arctic Circle. And fourth one, 23.5 degrees south latitude. What is it? It is called as Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. And last one is fifth one, 66.5 degrees south latitude. That is called Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle. So I am telling about the main latitudes. Main are important. Main we can also call as main. Main are important latitudes. 5 are there. That is, first one is 0 degree latitude. That is called as equator. Second one is 23.5 degrees north latitude and Tropic of Cancer. And 66.5 degrees north latitude, Arctic Circle, 23.5 degrees south latitude, that is called as Tropic of Capricorn, and 66.5 degrees south latitude is called as Antarctic Circle. So, have a nice day, children, and you read this important latitudes and longitudes. Okay, write about latitudes and longitudes is the homework I am giving on the board. See.